Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It's KT, your neighborhood personal trainer. And in today's video, we are going to cover nutrition. So in my previous videos, I have been going over more physical body things. But as I mentioned in my very first video, this page is all about total health. So how to stay fit and active. So nutrition is a part of that. As a disclaimer, I am not a dietitian. So while I may have a degree in biochemistry, which pretty much talks about the breakdown of proteins, carbs, and fat in your body, though I may have read a bunch of books and a bunch of articles on nutrition, though I may have a very good idea on what our body needs for nutrition, I legally cannot provide specific meal guides or meal plans. So that's not what this video is about, but it will be about some general nutrition things that we all could use. So if you have special needs or dietary concerns, then these things might have to be tweaked for you. But other than that, it's just going to be general nutrition. So let's get into it. So to me, the word diet is just a way of eating. So whenever I'm meeting with a new client, I ask them, how's your diet? And they say, well, I don't really follow a diet. My response is, so you don't eat? So like diet is literally, to me, and my definition, just a way of eating. So it's not your fault that you think diet means some kind of restriction for the sole purpose of weight loss, because that is what diet culture has led us to believe. I want you to remove that definition from your brain. That's not what diet is. And funny enough, no matter what your goal is, whether it's to put on muscle, to lose weight, to improve your overall health, to improve your blood sugar, to improve your cholesterol, to improve your mental health, to combat aging, whatever, we all follow the same standard nutritional guidelines. And yet somehow we still manage to fail to take this advice. My hope is that this video will be different. This time you will take this information, run with it, implement it in your life. So when I give you these tips, I won't only give you the what, I will give you the why. And I will keep it very simple so that I don't nerd out on it and bore you. So let's roll it. Let's start with water. So water is essential for our bodies. From a scientific standpoint, almost all reactions in your body need water in order to go to completion. But just from a standard standpoint, water helps with waste. It helps get the waste out of your body. So urine, sweat, poop, things like this all need water in order to flush the waste out of your body. Water also helps with, your organs moving, with your skin, your muscles. So a lot of things in your body utilize water. Water keeps your joints lubricated. It helps regulate your body temperature, and it can even aid in weight management. Now, contrary to popular belief, there is a such thing as too much water. So while I don't want you to be dehydrated, being overly hydrated is also a concern because, for one, again, your water carries nutrients. So if you're continuing to drink a lot of water, you're actually flushing out a lot of the nutrients that you're getting in other food as well. And on top of that, drinking too much water can cause your cells to be hypotonic, meaning they can really swell up and burst, which can cause you to be sick, right? So there is a such thing as too much water. So be mindful of that. So with that being said, how much water should you drink? Well, let me tell you. And the answer to that question is, it depends. What kind of lifestyle do you live? What kind of climate do you live in? How active are you? How much protein and fiber are you consuming on a daily basis? There are so many factors that goes into how much water one individual should be drinking that there's no one size for all, which is why I have a problem with this whole drink a gallon of water a day. That I don't know who started that, because not everyone needs that much water a day. So what I would recommend is start simple. When you wake up, have a glass. An hour or an hour and a half before your lunch, have another glass. And by glass, I mean an 8-ounce cup. So, small cup. With your lunch, have a glass. An hour and a half before your dinner, have another glass. With your dinner, have a glass. So right now, we're only up to 5 cups of water, which is roughly about 40 ounces of water. That's pretty standard. And then we have to consider other fluids. Though pure water in its purest form will be best, but some people also have coffee, orange juice, apple juice, tea, things like that, where they're also getting liquid in. So if you find yourself skipping breakfast, but you have some liquid in, that's cool. If you find yourself skipping lunch or skipping dinner, then just have the water when you would have had lunch or dinner, if that makes sense. If you're working out, drink some water while you're working out. So again, we're adding in water based on our lifestyle. If you're going to go on a hike, you're going to drink more water. And then obviously, if you find yourself thirsty, then drink some water. My recommendation is to play around with it for like a few days or a week or so. You know, drink some water and monitor how you feel. And a thing I like to do is the urine test. So obviously, when you go to the restroom and you can look and see the color of your urine, a deep, heavily yellow, like really concentrated, shows that we need more water in our body. But on the same time, your urine shouldn't look like water. Like, you shouldn't be able to look down and can't really tell if anything is in there, because if it's too clear, there might be a sign of overhydration. So we just want a slight little tint of yellow that shows good hydration. So that's something that you can follow to know, am I getting enough water? Am I hydrated enough? So let's move into the next thing, which is going to be fruits and vegetables, preferably whole fruits and vegetables. And here is why. The fiber content in whole fruits and vegetables actually helps contribute to our health and the fullness in our body. So let me take an example here. Let's say that you were going to make a fruit smoothie. Okay, so you would have half a mango, half a banana, strawberries, blueberries, pineapple, mango. You know, I said mango, but you would have the works. And then you would blend it up and you'd be able to drink that. So when you drink it, because of the sugar content, your blood sugar would spike, but then it would crash and then you would feel hungry later. Versus on the opposite end, if you left those whole, you honestly probably wouldn't even be able to eat all of that. You might get through half the mango and half the banana and you'd feel full because it was whole, the stomach content expanded and it allows you to eat less. So using our critical thinking skills, if weight loss was your goal, eating your fruits and vegetables whole will actually help you because you're going to eat less of them and be full for longer. On the opposite end, if weight gain was your goal, then having it in that smoothie form will actually be good, because usually when you're trying to gain weight, you're trying to eat more. So having it blended allows you to put more in your body for less space. But let's say weight loss and weight gain are not your goals, as I said this video is about. So let's get into standard stuff. For standard and general health, whole fruits and vegetables are good for the fiber content they provide, the nutrients they give your body, and the fullness they provide to your stomach. Simple, that's the three things. So think about how many servings of fruits and vegetables, or both, that you get in a day. I can bet it's probably less than 3. So I would say just start there with 3. With breakfast, lunch, and dinner, try to have a serving of fruit and or vegetables with that meal. That's a good place to start. And then as you can start to do that, you can begin to add more. Maybe you increase the size of your fruit and vegetables on your plate and decrease the size of another category, like refined carbs, for example. I think the standard guideline is 6 to 7 servings a day of fruits and vegetables. And I can only speak for America, but I know most Americans are not getting that on a regular basis. So it's not overwhelm you. I would say start there with just getting in 3 servings a day and then slowly increase a serving as time goes on, whether it's increasing your portion size with your breakfast, lunch, and or dinner, or it's having snacks in between meals that consist of a fruit or a vegetable. Now, there is a controversy about fruit intake. I hear people say, oh, well, fruit has sugar, and they say you shouldn't eat so much of it because of the sugar intake. For one, it's a natural sugar, so it's going to be way healthier for you than any other refined source of sugar. And secondly, as long as you are incorporating other things in your diet, I think I combined diet and fiber there. Other things in your diet like fat, protein, other forms of fiber, other forms of carbs, to balance out that, you'll be fine. So don't worry about how much sugar you are having when it comes to fruit. And the last thing I will say about fruits and vegetables is please, please, people, season your food. I feel like whenever I tell someone or someone hears eat your fruit and vegetables, they think of some raw, crusty, unseasoned, sad little salad. That's not what I mean. Steam your vegetables. Make a nice little balsamic vinegar, drizzle it on it, roast your Brussels sprouts. Like, you can have fun with your food. I'm not telling you to eat some plain nasty fruit and vegetables. Use your seasonings, okay? Like, that's going to be fine. Though I don't want you to drown them in butter and drown them in oils, so that's going to be counterproductive, but you can make your vegetables taste good. And most people that don't like vegetables haven't had them well prepared. So just keep that in mind. And lastly, fiber. So similar to whole fruits and vegetables, we as Americans do not get enough fiber in our diet, which makes sense because we're already not getting enough fruits and vegetables. But then, we also have nuts, we have grains, we have legumes. So these are all things that also have fiber that we can contribute to our dietary recommendation for fiber intake. So here is why fiber is important. As I mentioned previously, fiber helps you feel full for a longer period of time, so it helps control your hunger. In addition to that, fiber also helps slow your blood sugar spikes. So eating fiber with something that is a fast digesting sugar, like a simple carb or your fruits, can actually help slow the spike of your blood sugar. So using our critical thinking skills again, this could also even help manage or prevent diabetes, because again, you're slowing that sugar in your bloodstream by adding that fiber to it, because fiber is slow digesting. Mixing it in with the sugar causes it to slowly disperse in your blood. So let me not get all nerded out on you, but think about that. Fiber helps regulate your bowel movement, so less constipation for you, helps regulate your cholesterol and your blood pressure levels, as well as your gut microbiome. And gut health plays a very, very important role in your overall health. So those are some of the benefits to incorporating fiber into your diet. If you can focus on these three things, you will find that your entire diet will naturally start to improve. Making more room for whole fruits and vegetables means less room for other things, right? And obviously this means if you eat your whole fruits and vegetables first. If you eat your whole fruit and vegetable first, you won't have room later for, let's say, donut or ice cream or whatever. But obviously if you're going to eat the donut and ice cream first, you're not going to want to eat fruits and vegetables afterwards, most likely. So play it smart there. Having the water and fiber is going to help you feel full for longer, meaning less snacking later, less cravings. And honestly, also having just the fruit and vegetables releases sugar into your body, which tells your body, I have carbs. Most of the time when people are craving sweets, it's because they have deprived themselves of a carbohydrate. Your body is just saying, I need carbs, but our brain thinks, I need the quickest type of carb, which we go to the snacks, right? So being mindful of that. But it's a ripple effect, guys. So when you start to do just the small things, you will later start to realize how easy it is to just eat using these 3 tips. Remember that small changes become big changes. That's all I have for you. If you found this video helpful in any kind of way, please give it a like and share with a friend that might need this information as well. If you would like to see more content from me, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And per usual, my comments are always available if you have any suggestions or things that you would like to see in future videos. Go on your merry way. Don't forget to crush it. Till next time.